Good morning, everybody. I am moved my desk into here, and the lighting is super weird and creepy. And so we're going with this for the moment until I can figure out a little different thing. Let me go post a link on the website. Our website is mammothgardens.com. You go there and you click on the Harmonica Girl, and she will take you to the sheet music that we have each day. And I've moved everything around here this weekend, and so this is the maiden voyage of the wintertime setup, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see what tragedies I haven't thought of as I am getting everybody posted in here. So once I hit update and then I hit update, we should get a flood of harmonica players coming in. Today is, we have lots of new sheet music today, and I'm betting there's something I forgot to print out. Hedwig, Smoke It's in Your Eyes. I gotta go print both of those. Shoot. All right, that's kind of poor quality there, Gary. So as soon as somebody gets in here and tells me the sound is good, then I will run over and grab that. My microphone, I'm gonna put that here. Sheet music is theoretically going to sit up here in front where I can pretend that I'm just looking down. I think I probably tore out your speakers at the house messing with this microphone. And let's take a look at what we're looking at here. Oh, okay. So everybody's here. Sound is good in Chile, Eugene. Valerie's in, excited about all the new music. Burr, sounds good. Okay, guys, I got to run grab. I forgot to print out a couple of things. So I will be back here in less than a couple minutes. And I will get, we have lots of new music today. So let me go print those out real quick, and then I will be back, and then we'll talk about why I am so dark. I did not realize that it would be so. We have a cloudy day here in Colorado. And all right, so theoretically, I could put the microphone there and my phone here. This would end up on the floor. I don't know what to do with this. It's the dusting cloth, and I'm still pretty. So I'm gonna turn off one light, and then we're gonna talk about this board. That's it's the white shirt. It's causing it to freak out. Let me turn off this other light. I'll be back. Better with a light or better without? It's probably no different, is it? All right, so I got to figure out more to do with the lighting. I bet it's this white shirt that's freaking it out. All right, let me print out a couple of files. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Obviously, I'm running around like a little crazy. I was out in the room next door here, and I realized it was going to be freezing as the weather gets bad. And so I thought, well, I better move into the spare bedroom, which is going to be fine, except that everything, like I had everything set where it worked, and now I don't know if any of this is going to work. All right, print. Printer. Print. All right, so now I should be fine with this. Okay. I need a harmonica. Let's see. Valerie's been excited about the new music. Yep. Farmer Ted. Ted, I was going to send you an email this weekend. So delighted you're here. For those of you who weren't here on Friday, Farmer Ted, who is right there, is a friend of mine from Albuquerque, and we met when we were in our 20s, and we did things that men do when they're in their 20s, and I'm glad those days are over. But Ted is just this brilliant artist and visionary and all this crazy stuff. He's also a wild man. I think hopefully he's settled down, but now he plays bass, which is super scary. And so we're going to talk about, we'll talk about Farmer Ted. He legitimately is a farmer now. Yeah, let's see. Bridget's here from Florida. Deb is in from Greeley, probably hopefully a little better up in Greeley. We've been having these terrible fires, and we're hoping the snow calmed it down a little bit. Marianne is in. Hey, Marianne, happy snow day to you. She's from right over there down in Parker. Pauline is in from California. Barbara's in from first time I know Barbara picks on me in ukulele, so she's here to pick on me in her harmonica. Glad you're here. Lindy, good morning. Stinking cold in Centennial. I am downtown Denver, and it's not too bad. How's the weather going where you guys are? That's one of your jobs, right? You log in and you say, I'm here, and thank you, Donna. This is Donna bringing me today's lesson. That's the kind of confused I am. Try turning that back on. It's just too dark. I think this white shirt is going to be the problem. Donna's helping with technical. Oh, that's a little better. Yeah, thank you. That'll work. I have my technical assistant. Everybody give Donna a hand. Thank you, Donna. Farmer Ted is here, by the way. I don't know why. Let's see. Vic is in. Harmonica. Yep, Vic is. Let's see. Connie's in. Good morning, Connie. Melissa. Yeah, moved into the spare bedroom because the porch was getting too cold. When whoever remodeled this house did a pretty good job on it, except that they put. I don't think the person who remodeled the whole house did the atrium out here on the balcony, and so it's pretty chintzy. It's fine in the summer. It's pretty cold in the winter. Jack is in. Hello from dreary Glenblue. Yeah, well, winter hit, you guys. We made it to winter. How about that? Let's see. Diane is in. Snow, you guys got a bunch of snow on the west side. We just got maybe an inch or two here downtown. Evelyn is in. Evelyn is in Cuenca. She works in a different ecosystem than us. Dawn is here. Good morning. Up 14 degrees in Longmont. Brr. Yeah, this will warm me up. Sandy's here. Sandy's in from Upper Michigan. It's cold there always. We assume. 14 in Boulder this morning. Brr. Sandy, 37 with 2 inches of fresh snow up there in Michigan. Awesome. Q is in from San Francisco. Cool fall, blue skies, and no fire smoke. Yeah, so Carol is in. Q is in from San Francisco. So whatever. Let's see. John made it in. He's from up north here. Significantly up north and Midwest, I guess I should call it. Up from 61. All right, yeah, up from 6. All right, so let's play harmonica, guys. We got a bunch of stuff new today, and want to run through it. Updated the pretty girl image that I'm using as the advertising because I thought it was a little unclear. Well, actually, things have changed enough where I was able to make some changes. So, harmonica lessons for everybody. Okay, so even if you don't know what you're doing, you're welcome here. I don't know what I'm doing, so that's why I let it be that way. Every weekday, beginners, diatonic, chromatic theory, free, exclamation point. Dozens of recordings, so you can go back through. As you guys know, the first recording and the last recording are all more or less identical. That didn't work so well. Let me talk about this board. I don't know. There's this weird space here with nothing in it, and I thought maybe I would put. I'm going to use a whiteboard here, so I can either put on inspirational quotes of the day, or I could put on some music theory ideas for you there, and so we can talk about what it is that you want, what would be the most helpful for you. Happy Monday, Kat. So feel free to let people know what we're doing here, right? It's free and it's kind of fun, and you will get where you can play harmonica. Let's see. Next thing, we got a few pieces of music I want to point you toward. One, instead of doing Kumbaya or When the Saints Go Marching In every other day, I've changed it to Kumbaya, then Ode to Joy, then Simple Gifts, and then When the Saints Go Marching In. Had a couple requests for Edelweiss, but because it's not public domain music, I thought then I'll have to be worried about it. So on Wednesdays, we'll do Simple Gifts, and on Thursdays, we'll do When the Saints Go Marching In. Every day, we'll play You Are My Sunshine. New music today, Buffalo Gals, an old 1840s, 1850s song, which is cute as all get out. Probably got a checkered history like a lot of that music from that period, but it will give you a chance to kind of get something sprightly and dancey. And then on top of spaghetti, some of you guys know that these are very cheap and you can give them to children because they can't swallow them. And they probably could if they worked at it. But you may want to. I'm going to start putting out a few kids songs around this holiday time. You're not supposed to be getting together with your family, but you're probably going to do it anyway. And so it'd be fun to sit down and play a few, kind of shorter, easier songs to play with the kids. So I gave you On Top of Spaghetti as one of your diatonics today. We're also going to finish up our chromatic week. We didn't get a chance to play our chromatic stuff yesterday. On Friday, we ran out of time with a long discussion of Frere Jacques. So today we'll play Smile, Wonderful World, Beautiful Dreamer. I also posted Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, which is a very challenging piece of music. Those of you guys with your Chromes, make sure you get started on it now. It's gonna eat you up. And then Hedwig's theme, since it's Halloween week, I wanted you to have a Halloweenish type harmonica song. It's also very challenging to play. And then finally, Under the Theory. Remember last week you were supposed to tab out Frere Jacques, which is a 1-chord song. I gave you Drunken Sailor, which is a 2-chord song this week, and you should be working on tabbing it out. Marcia sent me an email and says, "Hey, when do we get the answers to these?" If you send me an email, if you think you got it right, you got it right. Just go with it. But if you want to double check what my tab looks like versus your tab, I will send you the answers. I'm just not going to post them online. So in case teachers want to use that stuff. Let's see. All right, Francis is in front, and it's cold down there. 4.5 inches of snow down there. All right, Patty's in from Littleton. All right, let's get warmed up. Every day I say the same exact thing, especially on Mondays. You washed your hands and you brushed your teeth. Hygiene is one of these weird things we have to talk about because the grosser you are, the more gross stuff ends up in your harmonica, and then you get to clean your harmonicas sooner. I have to clean mine quite a bit because I'm playing them almost every day, and you will find you probably need to clean your harmonicas sooner than you thought you were going to have to do, even if you do follow all the rules. Drink lots of water when you play and make sure to swish out your mouth before you play. This is a breathing activity, so make sure that you are sitting up pretty and having your bellows be your belly and not your neck. Between every note, say the phrase t. That will stop the previous note and get you ready to start your next note. So you just tap your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and then don't blow too hard. You'll bend you'll bend the reeds. If you were a blues player and you want to be cool, then you will want to bend your reeds, and that you'll be drawing in on the low end of the harmonica to create that wah wah effect, and it's a fun thing to do. Those of you who like blues harmonica, please know every blues harmonica song sounds exactly to the same if you are not into blues. And so don't force that on your friends. If you like to play the blues, go play the blues. Just make sure that there are other blues players in the room because nobody else wants to listen. We all want to listen to one song of the blues and then we're done with it. Holding your harmonica, index and thumb here, nice round thing. Get that, and remember to move your hands rather than your face around, and I think you'll be more successful. Let's play the A minor scale on your diatonic harmonica sheet. That is the second thing down on diatonic notes in C. We warm up every day with this one, and so let's start with the A minor. 2 times through, begin by drawing 6, and remember the last note in there is twice as long as the others, and we'll play through it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Next one, the C major scale, same thing, 2 times through. Start with your blow 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Our Monday song will, from now for a while, be Kumbaya. So let's squeeze over to that. Again, I suggest you keeping your book set up in alphabetical order. I keep my chromatic stuff in the back and the diatonic stuff in their own sections, and then I just set them up alphabetically within there. And I think that's the fastest way to find stuff. Let's see. Vicky's in. Colden Bozeman was -3 when I finally had it. All right. My attitude about Bozeman is it's probably -3 every single day. That's in my head. That's how Montana works. All right. Again, you're thinking, what kind of cool things could Gary post on here? Music theory, inspirational thoughts of the day, my grocery list, hostile messages about politics. I don't know. Let's find something to put up there. 2-beat kumbaya, 2-beat count in. We'll play it twice through. That's plenty. Again, we're working on making sure you know how to read your repeats. So you go down into measure 15, go back, play there down the second time. The measure 15 says you're supposed to play it first and second time, but if you're only going to play it 2 times, then you skip to the last measure, which is 16, and you don't play 15. From the top, 2-beat count in, blow 4. 1, 2. Beautiful. So that'll be our Tuesday song or our Monday song every week. That's a good way to start the week, don't you think? And then our everyday song is going to continue to be You Are My Sunshine. I think once we have played it 200 times, we will move on. Nothing else. I don't know. We're up to, I think we're on lesson 41. Is that what I have on my list here today? Lesson 41. So we've done this 41 times, which is kind of exciting. 4-beat count in, 1-beat rest, blow 3, 2 times through. See you at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Very nice. Very beautiful, right? hopefully that song has become something that you can play through relatively easy and starting to get, the longer you play it, a little bit more character you can put into your blowing and drawing and get a little bit more roundish notes. I think I'm sounding quite a bit better than we first started these lessons. And I've been playing You Are My in the car on my cheapo harmonica forever. So just focusing a little bit and seeing if you can get some nice, well-rounded tones out of it would be, I think the more you play, the better off you're going to be. Now, diatonic people, I got to rush through a tiny bit out with you guys to get to the chromatic stuff today. So I don't want to play All My Loving. We'll play that starting tomorrow. But I do want to go through Buffalo Gals, make sure I haven't made any errors on it. And so if you will grab your new piece of music, Buffalo Gals, I will tell you a couple things about it. Number one, learned this from the ukulele world from I think James Hill, if I remember right. And it's about a guy who is wanting to dance with a young lady on the street, and she's got holes in her stockings. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a pretty little gal I chanced to meet. Oh, she was fair to see. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? 2, 3, and then you repeat it 4 times. We'll never repeat it all 4 times. But he gets up the courage and he asks her to dance. And then the last verse is kind of cute. I danced with a gal with a hole in her stocking, and her heel kept a knocking, and her toes kept a rocking. I danced, gal with a hole in her stocking, and we danced by the light of the moon. And then you repeat the verse. It was common back, 1844. This would have been in those minstrel shows that they did, which were, incredibly racist and horrible. And they would have gone from town to town, and at every town they would have, instead of singing Buffalo, they would have sung Denver Gals or Albuquerque Gals or whatever. They'd have put in the name of the town that you were in, a lot of people knew the tune. It's not terribly challenging to play on harmonica. There is one thing I want to point out. I always have this challenge of, hey, I want everything to fit on 2 pages if I can. And in order to do that, at measure 5, you will notice the first line is pretty little gal I, but then the subsequent lines are feet took up the and thought that I might. And so in those situations, it's good to know the lyrics. You'll see down in the ukulele and guitar lines, I put parentheses around those notes, meaning if the lyrics call for it, you hit those notes. But if they don't play them. Now, with harmonica, you can kind of brush through it no matter what. It's all 4s, right? But it's how many times you give yourself a blow. And so if the lyrics call for it, like on the last line, danced with a gal, you'd hit 4, and then you'd not hit the second 4, and then 4, 4 with a gal. And the same thing on the first line, pretty little gal, you're going to hit all the 4s, pretty little gal. And then on the second line, 4, rest, 5, 6. And so just be mindful of that. It's not going to make that big of a difference in harmonica, fortunately. But if you are wanting to get it exactly right, just be aware of those. Let's see. Barbara says, oh, well, I can post the daily songs on the board. That's an idea, right? Thanks, Vic. But I love finally getting some use out of my 60-year-old. Yeah. By the way, if you have a 60-year-old harmonica, it probably needs cleaned. Yeah. Yeah, nice. You've taken up singing. We all agree that when I sing, it's because I have to, not because I should, right? Okay. Buffalo Gals. We're going to count in 3, and then we're going to go. And if you don't know the tune, just, get kind of pay attention to your quarter notes, half notes, and eighth notes up there. You'll get it pretty close. It's not a super complicated song, and it's kind of fun. We'll play it slow, and then later this week, we'll continue to up-tempo it until we're playing it at a pace where you're sort of feeling a little dancey about it. Start with 6, blow 6, 3-beat count in. Let's just do 2 times through and see how you do. 1, 2, 3. Boy, I made a ton of mistakes. New music, right? Did you ever make a mistake playing harmonica? I just did. By the way, Barbara is here for the first time playing her 60-year-old. I just occurred to me like that is super cool. I'm delighted. I'm absolutely delighted. That's so fun. All right, so you got a general idea how it goes. That'll give you a chance to start messing with that. We want that one to be kind of jaunty in its overall presentation. So we'll continue to work on building speed up on that. Again, not a hard one to play. Just something we need to play through a few times. Also, it's a wonderful. Yeah, it's from A Wonderful Life. That's where you know it from. Maybe that's why I know that song. Yeah, it was in A Wonderful Life. And what happens in A Wonderful Life is he's got all these grand plans, and then he goes to the sock hop, and he's walking his girl home, and everything's going to go great. And then his dad dies, and so everything else in his life changed. So this was when he was singing that song was actually the last moment in his life when he was happy. On Top of Spaghetti. Let's knock this out real quick. It's like driving a clutch. Have to hit the right notes and blow the right. Yeah. That's what we're learning, right? Hopefully you've gotten where you're now drag racing down the street with your harmonica, that you've got your clutch and your gas all figured out. Yeah, super fun. Good point, Francis. On Top of Spaghetti. Okay. Remember, instead of 4 beats in a measure, we go to 3 beats in a measure. That is important, right? Because you've got to make sure your timing is right. On Top of Spaghetti is a song of hope. What starts off as a great tragedy turns into a spaghetti tree, and that is great. I always talk about back in the day, Led Zeppelin used to introduce the song "Stairway to Heaven." What's his face? Lead singer goes up. Robert Plant goes up to the microphone. It's all sweaty and weird, and goes, "This is a song of hope." And of course, Stairway to Heaven is the opposite of that. It's not a song of hope at all. It's a horror story. On Top of Spaghetti actually is a song of hope. It reaches the wrong conclusion. At the end, it says, "Don't let your meatball roll off your plate, and don't let people sneeze because you're going to lose your meatball." But the truth is, deep in the depths of this song, the meatball rolls down the street and grows into a spaghetti tree. Now, come on, we should all be rolling our meatballs down the street if we can get spaghetti trees out of them. So there really is some real hopefulness in here. The moral of the story is wrong, but the baseline message here is that things are going to work out, peeps. On Top of Spaghetti is a song for our times. Let's play through it 2 times. Those of you who know On Top of Old Smoky, this is just a parody version of that. And I did try to figure out if they ever copyrighted lyrics, and it does not appear that they did. And this is in the Boy Scout songbook as well. So it's okay for us to just treat this as a piece of public domain music, I think. All right, from the top, 2-beat count in, below 4. 1, 2. Let me do this. I'm going to play my harmonica right side up. Have you ever played it upside down? It turns out the notes are different. Let's play right side up. 1, 2. When we play in concert on Friday, we'll do a few more versions of that, a few more rounds of it. It is such a delightful tune. One of my all-time favorites, right up there with Bohemian Rhapsody. You now have On Top of Spaghetti. Yeah, so that's enough for Diatonic today. You guys have this. If you have a young person in your life, get them a harmonica, give them this piece of paper, and they'll stay out of a gang that way. All right, next thing I wanted to mention, Drunken Sailor, I have it all tabbed out and ready to go. So if you are working on music theory, the theory right now is to get you looking at their standard notation and learning how to play that on your instrument. And again, purely optional. By the way, Drunken Sailor has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 draws in a row. All right, let's run up. We're going to grab chromatics. Diatonic people, you're set for the day. Let me give you a blues exit. And that's your blues exit. And so you can go off to one of our other harmonica teachers and learn how to do that. I make fun of blues because I don't get it. It is also, you can also play it this way. I don't teach that way because I don't understand. I don't have any blues inside of my soul. I just have accountant inside of my soul, I think. So, all right, grab your chromes if you are here. If you are diatonic only, have a lovely day. Send me an email if you got an idea what you want to see up on here. So far as the playlist, which I don't know if that's necessary or not, but that's Vic's idea. My idea was a musically inspirational quote, but they'll be hard to read. And the other way would be to teach you music theory thought each day. I don't know what to put here, but it's just a blank wall otherwise. This is a poster of a girl from Paris, I guess. It's in French. I don't know what it says. All right. Let me look and see what our notes are for the day. We want to play, let's get Beautiful Dreamer knocked out first because I would like to make that go away today after today. So it's a long song. It's beautiful. It's kind of hard to play. Not kind of. It's okay to play. But let's we've had it before, and so let's wrap it up today. So Beautiful Dreamer for me, please. We're in D. That means that you're on your C chromatic, that you're going to be doing a lot more drawing than you would typically do. Also in Beautiful Dreamer, we got lots of accidentals, so you're going to be getting the work, your money's worth out of paying for this button, and we like that. All right, from the top, Beautiful Dreamer, 3-beat count in, draw 5. 1. Oh, by the way, go play down to 56, go back to measure 12, and then play to the end. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Well, Gary's homework is to practice that one a little bit better. Got eaten up both times at measure 20. That was crazy. I hate it when I have this. Like if I miss a note as I'm going through, I miss a note, whatever. I don't lose too much sleep over. But when I make the same mistake in the same measure both times through, then I'm like, well, you got to go back and work on that one some more. Super frustrating. Let's see. Music theory is Melissa's vote. Let's see. I practice the chromatic more at home. Is there a good warm-up also for that? Also, why am I having such a hard time with it? Just getting single notes should be easier than the diatonic. No. This is the advanced equipment, guys. So if you're fighting this one, you should be fighting this one. If you go to a classical concert and they bring in a harmonica player, usually as a bit of a comedy thing, right? He's going to be playing one of these. You're going to be playing a lickety split. You're going to be doing Flight of the Bumblebee or some, ridiculous piece of music like that. And they do it to be like, oh, isn't this cute? And then look, all the NPR subscribers are like, oh, that's very cute. He's playing a harmonica and he's playing a classical piece of music that I know, and he's playing it really fast and he's super cute. And so that's this one that he's playing. And these are hard to play. I would not say, I don't think it's easier to get a clean tone out of these than it is out of a regular diatonic harmonica. I think part of the reason is the notes are further apart, so you've got to get comfy with that. I also think that this, when you get it right, this sounds better than a diatonic, but it doesn't. But it's very difficult to get it right. And I would say, for me, finding the right hole on this thing is quite a bit of a challenge. And that's what was eating me up at 20. Once I got off, I just had a hard time getting back on, and where I don't run into that near as much on diatonic. So be patient with yourself. This is a real piece of legitimate musical making equipment, and this is the hard one of all of them. And so don't be thinking, oh, it should be the same as the other. It's not. It's not at all. The other one is dramatically more. You can get good music out of a diatonic faster than you're going to get it out of this. And this one has obviously a lot more tools to it, a lot more things you can do with it. But it's definitely a lot harder instrument in my mind. When I first thought, hey, I'm going to start teaching harmonica, I was messing around with diatonic my whole life. And I thought, well, I better buy one of these. And so I paid $200, right? Which is crazy. And then I started messing around. I'm like, man, this is way, way harder than the other one. And I know music, right? I know how it works. And so if I'm fighting it, you darn well better be fighting it. And probably the people who would fight this, at least, are people who have played reed instruments their whole life and are very comfortable with using their embouchure in their mouth and all that stuff. And so patience, grasshopper. This is only lesson 41. And I do think that this time next year, you won't be having those problems at all. Right. I mean, and you don't have to play diatonic. As you guys know, you can absolutely retab all of the diatonic sheets to plan this. And then this is your only harmonica. I'm not doing that for you because I figure if that's something you want to do, that's a good activity for you to practice anyway, is to go through and retab diatonic sheets to fit on harmonica. But I do think that you got to give yourself some patience to grow and some time. We started this in August, right? It's September, October. That's how long we've been playing. So it's not enough time to make a decision whether you are. It's not enough time to decide that this should be easier. This should still be hard, right? So that's my speech on that. Let things be hard. That's overcoming that difficulty is what makes music valuable, in my mind. Here's this weird problem I've set up for myself. Now what am I going to do to get through it? Put a mirror on that blank wall. It says. I'll put a mirror here. I could get one of those mirrors where people are exercising in front of them now. Melissa says she got lost. Yeah, it's a hard piece. So yeah, we'll put it on ice. I'm gonna go practice it, Melissa, after this. So maybe you should too. I have a new foster dog and he calmly slept at my feet. Beautiful. Mary Ann's dog's like, nope, I'm out of here. Yeah. Everybody who hears you when you play harmonica is gonna be like, okay, I'll be in the other room with the door closed and my earphones in. Theory, another vote for theory. Thanks, I feel better. And I vote for theory. Beautiful Dreamer. So much opportunity to play notes incorrectly. Not an easy song to suck. Hey, I suck at this song all the time. That's a harmonica joke, right? Hey, man, you really suck at that song. All right. So there's Beautiful Dreamer. We're done with that for a while. let's see. I want you guys to have the afternoon and tomorrow morning to look at Smoke Gets in Your Eye and Hedwig's theme. They are tough, guys, and so they're all over the place. They are worth it. It's super fun. Hedwig's theme in particular is really funny on harmonica, and it sounds good. I just gave you the Hedwig's theme, not the full Hogwarts medley, and so you just have that really characteristic main theme from Harry Potter. Two thoughts: if you have not seen Harry Potter, or you're not a big, you don't know the movie series, you are going to need to listen to the MP3. That music is not just instinctual. You are going to need to listen to the MP3 to make sure you know what you're playing. And number two, you didn't watch Harry Potter? What the heck is wrong with you? Watch Harry Potter. It's awesome. All right. So Smoke Gets in Your Eye and Hedwig's theme we will tackle for sure tomorrow. Let's play Wonderful World. Depending on how I play this. Oh, I was going to update the repeats, and I never did. All right, so we'll play Wonderful World today. So let's keep Wonderful World this week. Wonderful World, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, Hedwig's theme, and then we may get rid of Smile. But let's play Wonderful World first. The repeats are tough, guys. All the way down through measure 17, back to the top, then come back down. When you get to 14, you're going to need to jump to 18, and then you play all the way down through 36. Then you go all the way back up to the top one more time, play down through 14, and then you jumped all the way to 36 to the end. So you're basically playing the top 3 times, you're playing the middle section 1 time, and the end 1 time. So the middle section on the 2nd time, and the end after the 3rd verse. Okay. So let's see how we do. Nice and slow, and just a 1-beat count in. Start with your blow 3. Ready, and 1. Oh, doesn't that make you feel good? Doesn't it make you just open up your lungs and get the air going in? Feels good, doesn't it? Let's play Smile really quickly before we run out of time. And then I guess we could vote. Do you want to? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll keep them all. I don't know. Let's find out how Smile should be going just fine for you. All right. And of course, you're welcome to play the entire repertoire of what we are working on. I don't remember how many songs we're up to now, 40 or 50, a bunch. Let me go take a peek. It'd be fun to find out. Yeah, right now you're sitting at 41 songs. That's a lot of music. All right, good for you. All right, from top, 4-beat count in 2 times through, play it down to measure 17, skip measure 17 the second time through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. That's a nice one. Not terribly difficult, I hope, for you. Hopefully that's basically coming out of your harmonica just fine. We'll probably pull that one as well. So that one's good. That one you can probably keep up on. If you like it, just keep up on it on your own. And then so tomorrow, before I let you guys sneak out, I will make sure, let's see. So I'll pull Smile, and I'm going to pull Beautiful Dreamer. We'll have Wonderful World, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, and Hedwig's theme. And guys, remind me tomorrow morning to leave you a little bit of time to talk about Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Hedwig's theme. They bounce all over the harmonica. You're going to get your money's worth out of your chromatic on both of those songs. And so those will be challenging. You might want to just spend a little bit of time looking them over and playing them on your own. And then tomorrow we switched from Kumbaya to Ode to Joy. So, and then we'll also play All My Loving. So got a lot of good music this week. I'm really excited about everything we have going on. And it looks like the vote is for music theory over here. So I'll put a C note on there and explain to you what that is. And I love Smile. I do too, Melissa. I love that tune. That's a tune that feels right on harmonica, doesn't it? I'll work on the lighting. I don't know. I'll look a little pink, and I will see what I can do to get that a little better for us tomorrow. And that's what I know. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And Francis asking, Bar 7, do you want us to add a second D? Because that's what you keep playing. Don't play what I play. Play what you want to play. Which one? Bar 7? Bar 7. Though there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. No, it's just one. If I'm playing two, don't do what Gary does. Do what you want to do. I try to get it as close as I can, right? And so if I'm messing up, yeah, let me know I'm messing up. But I may or may not change, right? I believe this is a recipe open to interpretation, and you should look at it that way as well. Yeah, Francis, if I'm double tonguing the D, I don't mean to be doing that. What's written is correct. Let's see. Pauline, thanks for having loads of fun. Opens up your day, right? Hopefully, you guys are feeling like you're getting a little better and having a little bit of fun. Thanks for being here, Pauline. Francis, you bet. Melissa, you're welcome. Lots of good music this week. Yep. So much fun, right, Cap? Deb, good to see you. Patty, good to see you. The other thought I had, Patty, as I was playing is just because you can play piano doesn't mean you can play harpsichord or organ, right? I mean, those are they look like it should be the same thing, right? If I can play piano, I can play organ, I can play harpsichord, I can play accordion, right? It's just pushing those buttons, right? And you know from just on service that that's not the case at all. They're very different instruments. And same thing with chromatic harmonica versus diatonic harmonica. Yeah, they have a similar characteristics, but they are very different instruments. And so patience, grasshopper, patience. All right, snatch the pebble from my hand. Remember that? I grew up with that. I haven't seen those in years. I don't know if they were any good. I hope they were really good. Snatch the pebble from my hand. All right, Don, good to see you, bud. All right, I'm going to pull the plug. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm off to ukulele, and then in advanced ukulele, we are doing all Halloween music. So you should come by this week and mess around with that. And then baritone ukulele. Some of you have those sitting around your house. You might as well learn to play them. And also guitar after that. So I'll see all of you guys either tomorrow or somewhere later on today. Have a great afternoon.